Well, Sandy, with 2 championships and a Head Coach of the Year award under your belt, where does building a franchise from nothing rank?
Yeah, exciting, isn't it? I've had a great career, and it's not ended yet. So this was just another chapter of the book, really, and another opportunity for me to do something special. And I've never coached an expansion team. I've been selected in an expansion team as a player. But this is different, and obviously in a whole new country. First team in Canada, I think that's really special. So just embracing everything, what it's about with building a team. And Monica and I obviously have a great partnership and collaboration, and that's fun. And I think we've done a really good job of putting a nice team together in year one. And we're excited just to continue to build and to be the best team we can be.
What's been the highlight so far in building this franchise?
Getting to know the players. I think, and that's a part of coaching. I mean, I played for so long, and I think one of my strengths is just you're building solid relationships with the players, and that open and honest communication. But getting to know them, I've competed against so many of them for so long, but having the opportunity to coach them is a highlight so far. But getting to know some of the new players like Kiki Rice and the great career she's had in college, and just really excited about what the future looks for her as well. But I think that's what it is. Then it will be the first game, the first regular season game. There's going to be a lot of firsts this year, and we're not just creating history. We want to make history by being, a really special team that the fans can get behind.
We will get to the historic season soon, but I wanted to touch on Kiki Rice. What makes her so special?
She's tough. She's tough-minded. She plays her role extremely well, like to win that championship, but I think there's so much more to her game, and look forward to showing that and highlighting that in the WNBA here. But she just competes so hard. She loves defense. I think she's a real two-way player, great playmaker. She can score, but she can also facilitate. There's so much to her game. Now, she'll get better in some of the areas, and I think once she gets experience of playing against these players in the WNBA, I think she's going to surprise a lot of people. I'm not sure surprise. She's already a good player, but, we think the world of her, and we think she's got a really bright future.
She's in great hands with you and a lot of veterans on the team
Yes.
as well. But you've also talked about how special the rest of the team are, not just as players, but as humans as well. What are some of their characteristics that you've noticed so far?
Yeah, no, they're great. Look, I've never coached Marina, but she's, I just love her feisty personality and slim with the passion that they play with. Some of the rookies, the first timers, they're quiet, but how they're coming out of their comfort zone once they're getting to know their their teammates and their coaches. I always say to the team, what you see is what you get. With me, I'm very authentic. I've been in their shoes before, so I try and make them as comfortable as they can, and we work hard, but we also want to enjoy the journey. But they're all different, but it's the uniqueness of seeing them come together. Mm-hmm. That's always special, and now it's about building those moments that can add to the chemistry, because in basketball you can't, it takes time to put the puzzle together and how they understand, what you do and what I do and how it fits together, and I enjoy that as a coach, and they're getting to learn so much about each other.
Do you have anything that you're doing on or off the court to build that chemistry in such a short amount of time?
Yeah, well, obviously the players already had a little spa day, so I think they're building that chemistry, and that's fun. It's like the things you can do away from the court. Being connected off the court, I'm a firm believer it certainly helps performance on the court, especially for an expansion team, because we will go through highs and lows. Every team, regardless if it's an expansion team or not, goes through the highs and lows. But it's how you handle those moments, and I always think the closer you are together, you can overcome them quicker. Everyone will face adversity. We're no different. But I do culture sessions. I'm very big on that. I've said it from ground one. Day one was that I, with all the teams, I'm trying to, where do you build those deeper connections? Where, and it really is the players' culture. They decide what the values or what kind of team do we want to look like. So, it's not just me I'm not a dictator coach. I love the collaboration piece, and it's so important for us. But then it allows them to hold themselves accountable. with the values that they chose. The coaches can hold them accountable, their teammates can, and when you get that, like they're just kind of building on something that they've invested into. And I've seen it firsthand how special that can be. And I think we've got some really great leaders here, and I look forward to just continue to evolve that area.
Absolutely. When you look at a resume like yours, what do you think matters most walking into a locker room and regaining that trust again?
Yeah, look, I think it's just being who you are. It's being authentic. Like, I try not to be something that I'm not. I think I'm a really good coach, and I've proven that with the experiences that I have over the years. But I'm also going to make mistakes as well too. So it's knowing, it's like, okay, what do we do with those mistakes? You know, are you moving forward or are you moving backwards? I like to, okay, I'm going to learn and I'm going to be better. And that's all I ask of the players too. We're going to make mistakes. That's a part of it, isn't it? That's part of growing. But as long as we're continuing to evolve and just stay the course, great things will happen. But, I walk, the trust, hopefully I have the respect already because I've been doing this for quite some time and I've actually been in their shoes. But, respect is earned both ways. So I'm not, like I said, I want them to get to know me and how it all works together. And there'll always be honest communication. I think that's always important. And if there is conflict, it's handled, quickly. And I think that's, the best teams do that. And that's why the culture piece is so important, because we need to be vulnerable in our space. How do we grow? We have to be adaptable and flexible, and we're going to, mold into this, really tight-knit group that is going to play hard. That's what we can guarantee day in, day out, and, be the best team we could be.
And when you look at the end of year one, what will you be evaluating outside of the win column to make it a successful year?
Yeah, really good question. I mean, I get asked that question a lot now, like, well, there's no expectations. I'm like, well, there is, because that's the pressure I'd want to put on myself. And the players that we brought in, like we brought in experienced players, have an opportunity to do something special here. I think if we can do something, what Golden State did the first year, they played really hard, they played a fun style, and they had so much joy playing, and they made it to the playoffs. I think that would be, and when you get to the playoff, anything can happen, isn't it? But it gives us also knowledge about where we're at. What do we need to tweak to make those next steps to, we want to win a championship. That's the ultimate goal. But I don't focus on that. And that's the end vision. That's the end result. We got to focus on the process. So I'm very process oriented. What we do day in, day out matters, and we have to try and win that day by making small steps forward. And if we collectively do that, we're going to keep getting better and better. And so if we make the playoffs, I think that would be good. But as long as we felt like, we played really high-level basketball, because this is the best league in the world, and it is hard. But we want to make sure that we're playing hard and together every single game.
Yeah, and I remember you saying just win every single day, and we'll get through it.
Yeah, win every single day. And that's, it's a simple motto, isn't it? Like, all you need to focus on, don't focus on 5 games ahead. You just got to focus on what do we need to get better today. And we watch a lot of video, and we're very intentional of, okay, this is what we need. Like, this is our identity. Now, that can change once we get more information. But just win the day, individually and collectively as a group. Don't take steps backwards, because, that's a lost day.
Well, Sandy, thank you so much for the time, and best of luck this season. And congratulations again on building this new franchise.
I appreciate it. Thanks for having me.